You literally gotta fake your own, like, half the self-confidence stuff and half the loving yourself and being confident, putting stuff out there is you acting like you're confident. As I stopped talking about how I hated myself, how ugly I was, and making jokes about my own appearance, and I started making those same jokes about how my ass was fat. And now look at me, like, what? My issue is I actually have a staring problem, and this little girl's like over here like playing, and she thinks like, I don't know what she thinks I'm doing, but girl, I'm not worried about you. I'm trying to make this video. Like, I'm actually in the same park and the same bench that I was when I first filmed like my first, not my first video, but the first video that I think I still have up. I think I deleted all the ones that I had before that. I haven't been posting like no sit down like real videos in so long, but this one's gonna be a little shorter. This one's not gonna be as like structured as my other ones. Stop believing that you are more important to other people than you are. When I say that though, I'm not really referring to people that are like your friends or like your family or anybody that's like in your immediate vicinity that you know, probably interact with and talk to every day. I'm talking about like random people. I'm talking about like you're walking in like a mall or in any type of like just open space and you're thinking that people are looking at you, scrutinizing your every move. That's not real. You're not as important to other people as you think you are, because everybody is obviously focusing on themselves. That's really what I wanted to get into. Nobody really gives a fuck about you. Like, no shade. Like, and that's okay. Like, that's a good thing. Stop holding too much importance to your position in other people's lives, because in reality, nobody's really worried about you like that. Like, a lot of the time, that's what's stopping people from, you know, posting what they want to post or wearing what they want to wear or like just being what they want to be or doing what they want to do. One thing that I had to overcome to start like being like consistent or whatever and posting online is realizing that nobody's going to remember what I post or what I say like the next day. Like, you see so much shit on the internet all the time, like all the time, that you're bound to not remember most of the stuff that you're seeing. Like, really try to think about one Instagram story that you watched yesterday, any day before today. You can't. You probably can't. Like, and I think that's great, because I could just do or whatever, say whatever, and it'll probably just be gone by the next day. And that's okay. We have so like we move so fast. We move so fast. I don't know. I think it's kind of beautiful. I think it's kind of cool, because you could just kind of post your little. You can do whatever you want. You can really do whatever you want on the internet. And pertaining to people like outside of your like immediate vicinity, pertaining to people that you're not gonna be seeing every day, talking to every day, nobody gives a fuck. No, like nobody gives. I promise you, nobody gives a fuck.
We really don't give a fuck. It's not a major holiday.
It's really not, bitch. You act like it's fucking Christmas or something. Fuck you and St. Patrick.
And that's good, because you can do whatever you want. And that's not to say like your stuff has no meaning or whatever, but like I'm sure you can't memorize off the top of your head like 5 TikToks or videos or whatever you see, like, you know. And I think it's also cool because it makes you post what you want to post. It makes you like do what you want to do. It makes you do stuff for you, if that makes sense. Because like when you realize that like, hey, like outside of my own little bubble or my own little, you know, digital landscape, none of this stuff really matters, and we're also all gonna die someday. That bird is chasing that other bird. I feel so bad. Oh my god, and the bird is... Oh, y'all. It's real scary out here. But yeah, stop being afraid of people's thoughts and views and opinions on you, because all the stuff that you do right here or whatever is what's gonna stay. People's thoughts, opinions, all that stuff changes so drastically. Whatever you make of yourself or whatever you present or create, I think, that's the real stuff that's gonna stay beyond you, beyond people's opinions, beyond people, period. Bitch, we're all gonna be a bag of bones in less than 100 years, you know what I mean? So like, part of me also just likes to share my little thoughts, because I can just come back to it in like a year or two or however long, and then I'll just be able to like kind of check in with myself from the past. That's why I journal. I realize I journal the most when I'm like really down and really sad, and it really does. I love birds, bro. Birds are so freaking cool, bro, because I don't even know what type of bird that is. If you know, let me know. That's so cool though. It's so cunty. Birds are really cunty, y'all. You ever seen a secretary bird? Secretary birds are the cunt. That's my player in front run. I have my front run information on here so y'all can see. They add me on front run because I love to smoke bitches in front run. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. Oh my god. Let me set this up. Can this work, please? Okay. Wait. Hold up. Yeah, it's not going. Okay. Whatever. Wait. It's not going. Wait. Okay. Period. We back online. Hallelujah. But yeah. I love to journal, and y'all, let me tell you why journaling is so important. Because when you write down, like, okay, I was saying, I journal a lot when I'm like really sad. When I'm like going through it, I notebook and start just putting stuff down. It's partially really helpful because a lot of the sadness I be feeling be self-inflicted. Like, it be because of stuff I'm doing. Like, I'm realizing that I'm sad because of something that I am doing or am not doing, or it's because of how I allowed someone to treat me or how I treat myself. And when you write down how the fuck you feeling, like, you have that anguish and that memory and that thought and that pain put down on a piece of paper that you could just come up and open later, and you could just remember, like, just damn, like, just reminisce on like how empty and just stupid you felt because of whatever decision you ended up making or whatever. You can use that and reflect and like just make sure you don't allow that to happen again to you, you know? You really write down like, this is where I was fucked up at, and right here, and I can't believe I let this up. Like, you're never gonna allow yourself to feel that type of pain or that emotion ever again in your life. Like, I promise you. Oh, I can feel the wind. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming. We can't let this happen again. Nah, this camera's too expensive. Okay. But yeah, that's why I noticed, like, most of the things that I write down are in times when I'm just in a really deep depression. Like, not depression, but like just a deep sadness. Just losing my vigor, my spice of life. And so I've been journaling lately. I have not been journaling lately because I've been just okay. I've just been okay. Like, I've just been chill, you know? These videos are also for me to come back to, and hopefully for people who like it resonates with out in the field. So, but moral of the story, stop being afraid to share yourself. Stop being afraid to express those little, like, the deepest, darkest parts of yourself, because that's who you are, and that's what makes you you, and nobody else can be you better than you, you know? Everybody's trying to be each other. Everybody's trying to be someone else. I know it sounds so cheesy, it sounds so corny, right? It's corny and it's cheesy, and it's said a lot because it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the things that you have to internalize into your head, okay? Nobody's gonna be a better you than you. There's a nonchalant apocalypse going on, y'all. A nonchalant apocalypse. And truly, honestly, like, I feel crazy. It's taking everything out of me. It's taking everything out of me. To see all these mysterious people and think I'm crazy because I wanna use my voice. I'm supposed to be cool. I'm supposed to be, you know, silent. I can't do that. I've never been silent. I've never been silent. Not ever since I started loving what I say. I don't love my voice. I really don't. And hearing it sometimes just pisses me off a little bit. Just a little tad bit. But I'm still you. But what the fuck? When I'm gonna buy a new voice, don't piss me off. You have to love it. You have to love it. I used to not love looking at myself in a viewfinder. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be so awkward in front of a camera. I used to be stuttering on top of my words, repeating everything, looking away. Like, it used to be very, very difficult for me to be in front of a camera. But I started thinking, like, what the fuck you mean you can't look at yourself? You're gonna have to, like, every single day, every time I set up this camera, I'm going to have to look at myself. Every time I wake up in the morning and go to the bathroom and look in the mirror, I'm going to have to look at myself. So what do you mean you don't love what you see? You're gonna have to. If you don't love it, you gotta act like you do. I'm not gonna lie, because that's all you're gonna see for the rest of your life. So you better get used to it. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I stopped talking about how I was gonna KMS. I stopped talking about how I hated myself, how ugly I was, and making jokes about my own appearance. And I started making those same jokes about how my ass was fat. And now look at me, like, what? You literally gotta fake your own, like, half the self-confidence stuff and half the loving yourself and half the being confident, putting stuff out there is you acting like you're confident. Is you just not even thinking about it and just pressing post. That's what I be doing half the time. I don't even look at the, like, I promise you, I press post, close Instagram app, and put on a damn screen time app, timer, whatever. Like, when I first was posting, that's what I do. That's what I used to do every time. But now it's just like, okay, like, I'm like, what, like, I don't know what to expect. Like, is someone gonna come to my house and like just beat my ass or something like that because I'm posting on Instagram? Even then, like, I'm scared of haters. The haters I'm scared of are silent. Nobody, I feel like leaving hate on content is very embarrassing. I feel like we've all gotten to a point where, at least the people I'm surrounded with, know that the things that you say and the way that you treat other people are reflections of how you think of yourself. One time I was talking to a friend from high school, and this might be messy because whatever. You brought up the topic of hair. My black, she has 4C hair, whatever like that. So I'd never seen this girl's natural hair in my life, right?
We moved to LA. My father gets a job at the Palm restaurant.
And I'm like, oh, would you ever like sit down and do a natural style or whatever? Would you ever like just, you know, just try? And she was like, no, I hate my hair. Without thought, immediately. She was like, no, I hate my hair. Art? Like, what do you mean you hate your, like, and I understand that these are things that are taught to us, and I understand that, like, we all have to, like, this is stuff that you literally have to, like, because I get family members that, like, talk about my hair still to this day, and it's stuff that you have to literally go, like, and do the shadow work and get to the point of, like, I never verbally said that I hate any aspect about myself. Well, That's a lie. But see, you gotta act like you never said that. No, I'm kidding. But still, like, to say that like dead ass, like with no type of like, it just immediately made me think of that person different. Because that's a lot. I don't know. That's a terrible thing to hear from somebody that you are friends with, that you care about, is that they genuinely don't, or hate, not even don't, like hate a part of themselves that they're gonna have to deal with for the rest of their lives. That friend was a very bitter person. I wanted, like, I should have prefaced this by saying this. That friend was a very bitter person. I'm no longer friends with that person anymore, and for a good reason, obviously. But when you realize that a lot of people have like just hate in their hearts for themselves first, and then they spread that hate to other people, and then they start hating on you, and then they start, you know, having these slick comments and all this stuff like that. That's when you realize, baby, it was never you. It was always them. It was never you. It was, now sometimes it is you. I'm not telling you to be toxic. Some of y'all are bad people. Some of y'all, I'm not the best person. Not gonna lie. I have issues, right? We all have issues. But some of y'all are just evil. And that's okay. Just
be nice. I'm finding it.
Just work on that. Just work on that. And that's all I have to say. Work on yourself. Stop giving a fuck. Stop giving a fuck and post what you want, because you're a bad bitch and you're gonna die anyways. You're gonna be a bag of bones in what, like 100 years. So that's all I have to say. I'm gonna get out this park because it's about to storm. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna wait till it storms. I'm gonna wait till Mother Nature tells me I need to leave. I really like this. I like talking to you guys again, you know, especially in public. Like, I don't know. But yeah, moral of the story is stop giving a fuck. Nobody that you think is worried about you is worried about you like that. And if they are, then they were more worried about themselves, and it's a personal issue. It don't got nothing to do with you. And make sure the people that are around you have pure intentions and good in their heart and want the best for you, just like you probably, hopefully, maybe, potentially want the best for them. And yeah, that's my video. Bye.